Hey guys, this is the next video of the series Breeding to Competitive. After testing out a few teams on ranked ladders, we should be ready to build our own team. In my case though, I found this team first on r/VGC by Doveco and I wanted to try it out, but he didn't have a rental code. And it also has a few Pokemon that I want in my own team next. Of course, before building your own team, make sure you test out its EV spread and composition on Pokemon Showdown, which is a free online browser resource to test out your Pokemon teams. But over here, I full commit to everything I do, so let's do it. In this video, I'll be showing you how to breed the Pokemon you need, shortcuts using hyper training and mints, how to get 0 IV on attack and speed, which are important for foul play users and trick room teams, and new glitches to speed up EV training. Without further ado, let's get going. Alright, the first Pokemon we need is a sturdy Togedemaru, which you can find. You have to get the hidden ability from a max raid battle, and you can find the max raid here on this shrine. You just have to do the Dynamax, the max raid glitch, and just keep on changing the date until you find the Togedemaru. The next Pokemon on the list is yours truly, Hawlucha. If you've been following this guide to Breeding to Competitive, you already have Hawlucha, which is also a competitive viable Pokemon. So that's why I tried to make the breeding train as viable as possible. So it's not just for to be a breeding slave, it can be actually used in a team. So we have our Hawlucha here. It needs to be unburdened though, and if so, at a jolly nature, which unfortunately it isn't, but that's not a problem because we can just mince it up, man. We can just mince it up. So technically, the first Pokemon we actually need to try to get is Lapras, which is pretty difficult. We have to get it with Water Absorb and 0 attack IVs. So let's see if we have a Lapras and we'll start breeding. Aha, there's the Lapras. Does it have Water Absorb? It has Water Absorb. So it's got this Lapras has a very good attack, so we have to find a Pokemon that has no good attack IVs. Okay, so I found my stash of no good attack IV Pokemon. So it's my Helioptile and this Gardevoir that I've got online from a surprise trade. So let's see what egg group this Lapras is. As you can see, this Lapras is actually a monster and water 1 egg group. So that means we can breed it with this Helioptile, which we obtained from our breeding train earlier in the video. So make sure you don't don't release your your breeding train Pokemon if you get like a really good nature and a good IV with, well, not good, but like 0 IV attack or speed. Make sure you keep it because it's very, very important for this scenario where you want to get a 0 attack thing. And also this is why we did that breeding train, so it makes it easier for us to transfer egg moves and also attack 0 IVs across the whole every single egg group. First thing we need to do to get ready is actually put a item onto our 0 attack IV Pokemon, which is the Power Bracer. This it reduces the speed but allows the holder's attack stat to grow more after battle, but if it's held and it's being bred, it guarantees to get that IV across to the Lapras. Okay, first things first, we need to breed these two together to get a female Lapras. Alright, and let's go. And I'll prove to you guys that this Lapras can breed with this Helioptile, which is kind of weird, but you know, the game does what the game wants to do. Be sure to keep 1 spare, because you might want to transition this. What? It's shiny? Nani? I wasn't expecting that one. But yeah, so make sure you keep you at least keep one more of these so you have a stock for the next egg group, because Lapras can transition to Monster 1 and also Water 1, so you can spread the no attack IVs that way as well. That was a really unexpected shiny, honestly. I was quite shocked by that. Alright, after that, head back to the daycare center, and this will be where we'll put in our 6 IV Helio tile and our new Lapras with no zero IVs. And again, we put the Destiny Knot on this guy to make it go quicker. So it passes on 5 guaranteed IVs, however one of them is the no good 0 IV attack, so the last stat that we get is random, and the random stat, yeah, well, we just have to get it to the best, so that's the thing that will take the longest. But okay, never mind, we just hit it. We just hit the RNG. The next Pokemon on the list is Flygon. So what we need to find, he's in the bug and dragon type egg group, so we need to find a bug type Pokemon that has, well, bug egg group Pokemon that has no good attack IVs, or we have to go through the long train, and I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. So as you can see, I already wonderfully got some nice wonder trades, and I got a no good Snom, which I can use to breed with the Magic Cup that we got at 6 IV to get the 5 IV 0 attack Flygon. However, I will also show you how to go about getting the Flygon using the breed train if you haven't been doing a lot of surprise trades. So the other thing you can do is also just give another run through of all your Pokemon. So I actually got a Skoruby, which is part of the breeding train, and it has a no attack IV, which you can also use for. And what's so important about that is because if Skoruby can breed straight into Flygon. And we got our Flygon now. This is the Flygon we needed. I skipped a few steps, but because I lucked out a little bit, but that's good. We got it now. So moving on to the next Pokemon, which is going to be Barbacle now. Because this Bob Binnacle has the right nature, which is adamant, which is up in attack, And down in special attack, I'm going to be putting an Everstone in this one, especially because I don't need to get a 0 IV, and also saves me 50 BP instead of needing to mint it up. What an Everstone does is carry on it says that it allows the Pokemon not to evolve when it levels up, but when it's breeding, it means it carries on the nature. Hey guys, we finally got our barbecue, our binnacle at 6 IV, finally. And then this one took so long compared to the other two that I didn't need any good attack IVs. And I had to check if it had tough claws, because if it didn't, I had to do it again. But I had a few that were pretty decent. For example, this one with only like the not perfect IV on the special attack, because it doesn't need special attack. So if you want to cheap out on it, you can also do that. But having top special attack is kind of useful against like Rondo Room and shit like that, where they change your attack with the special attack, which could be a big problem. But then again, you just switch this guy out. But I haven't seen that very often, so I wouldn't be afraid of that, to be honest with you. And then the last Pokemon that we need is this Sylveon, which is a hidden ability Sylveon. So how you go about getting that is you have to catch a hidden ability Eevee, or you can go catch the Sylveon with the hidden ability Max Raid, and you can find it over here. But fortunately enough, I was lucky enough to surprise trade and got a Espeon with Magical Bounce, which is the hidden ability for Espeon, so that's Eevee's hidden ability. So all I have to do is just breed this, and it should come out with a hidden ability. Hey guys, I tried to get the Eevee, but it took way too long because the chance to get a female Eevee is like 12%. So this is the best male Eevee I got, so I just have to hyper train only one stat. But I'm gonna keep on trying. I got the right nature on him as well, so yeah, it's really hard to get it 6 IVs without a 6 IV Ditto. I tried a few. Some of these are pretty good. They're 5 IVs, but none of them are, 4 IVs, because one of them's 0 IVs, of course, right? But yeah, none of them's the perfect one. So this is probably the best one. So I'm gonna just train this up and see how it goes from there. So this is the full team: Togedemaru, Lapras, Flygon, Barnacle, Hawlucha, and Eevee. These two I'm going to do hyper training on, and these 3 I'm going to do hyper training on because this one doesn't have maxed out attack, but I'll show you how to do that. Let's do the Eevees first. I'm going to show you how to do Eevees first before I do any leveling. First of all, you need to fly to a place with a Poké Center, trainer, and go to the Poké Jobs, and we're going to send them to university to make them learn. So we want the speed seminar, and the people that want speed is Togedemaru, Flygon, Barnacle, and also Hawlucha. Lapras and the Sylveon wants max HP. Set it for a whole day. So what you need to do afterwards is make sure you're offline. So I'm offline. Then you go to versus mode and just lose a match, or you can attempt to win, but losing is much quicker because you can run away. Oh, he was doing it too. Okay, and now we just change the day. And look, it's completed. We will have to do this a few times though. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna do is evolve my Sylveon, which is pretty important. If you're doing an evolution, make sure you evolve it before you hyper train it or whatnot, and then I'll level up the rest of them to evolve, and also level some up to 100 so I can hyper train their bad stats. So let's get going. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention that this is one of the fastest ways to get friendship points, which is go into a camp, use the fanning tool, make the Pokemon hit it, and then when they're tired, cook a curry, and then repeat until the stars show up that you need, 2 or 3, depending on the evolution that you want to evolve. Okay, and then for the Pokemon that needs to be hyper trained, you need to get them to level 100 first. I found this really cool Giphy that helps you calculate how many candy you need to feed a Pokemon. So for example, if you look on the screen, you can just Google candy Calc and you just put in your Pokemon. For example, I put in Togedemaru and I want him to be, I set my level to be 100, and it told me that I need 33 large candies and 1 large candy to do. So but he's already level 50 something, so it means you don't waste any candy, which is pretty cool. Let's fly over to the battle tower to get the hyper training done. This is where you hyper train, and this will give your Pokemon the best IV in that stat. However, this doesn't apply for breeding, but it applies for stats in general. And there we go, that's how you hyper train Pokemons that don't have the right IV that you want. It's pretty easy, just get it to 100, pretty easy with using the candy, and just hyper train with the bottle caps that you farm from the battle tower and also online battles. After hyper training your Pokemon, the next thing you need to do is make sure they got the right natures. So let's just see if all of these boys have the right natures that I'm looking for. So the Sylveon needs to be modest, and it is modest. Okay. This Lapras needs to be modest as well, but it's impish. So what do? We hella feed this drug that makes her feel different. I wonder what it does actually. I haven't minted up a monster in Pokemon just yet, so this is my first time minting it up. Let's see what it does. Does it actually change the nature, or does it? So the nature is not different, however the stat actually does change. So he's always gonna be, the nature doesn't change. So they don't change. Eating this drug doesn't change their nature. Just their stats. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that probably means like berries work. Certain berries work as well if you change the nature. After getting the right nature on your Pokemon, this is where you should also pick up the items that you would like to get for them. So let me just quickly pick it up and just I mean, for your team it might be different items, but these are items I'm gonna pick up. So pick up the appropriate items for your team. Don't pick up the same items unless, well, some items are pretty good for most Pokemon. So alright, there we go. We itemed up all our Pokemon. Now the last thing we need to do is evolve them, level them up to the right level to evolve, and also learn all the skills, which you can just do by looking up the Wikipedia where they learn the skill. They might learn it from leveling up, or they might learn it from the Watt traders. So find what just date span for the Watt trade that you want, Watt trader that you need for that certain skill. Okay, and there are two of my Pokemons that need to learn a move that is from a breeding move, egg move. So, but in this game it should be easier than ever to get the egg move. So I need to get Freeze Dry and also Fake Out. So Fake Out, I can breed Togedemaru with Persian or Meowth, and for Lapras, Freeze Dry comes from Escu, which is the quickest way to get it to the Lapras because they're in the same egg group. But I don't even think they need to be in the same egg group. I just think they just have to be kind of together, because you don't actually have to get the offspring of it. You just need to just make them play with each other or something. But just in case, to save some time, let's do it like that. Now if I take back the Lapras, it should have Freeze Dry. Don't have anything? Maybe I try for a little bit longer. Yo, I just realized why it doesn't work. Basically, you need to have double Laprases. So you have to breed the Lapras with the SQ to get a Lapras with the egg move, and then you can just breed the Lapras with the stronger Lapras later, and it just transfers. You can't transfer it through different Pokemon. They have to be the exact same Pokemon, but one with the egg move. So I need to quickly get the egg move. So we'll be back when we find it. Aha, we got the male Lapras now. So now it should be pretty easy from here. Just okay, let's check out the they did one. They made one egg together. Now let's see. Do you have it? He has it. So just roughly one egg and he gets the move. Anyway, on to the next move. Hey guys, just here to confirm that they can actually be the same gender. They just have to play with each other in the daycare center. I found this out on therapy.net. As you can see it on the screen somewhere, you'll see that it can in fact do it, but I haven't tested it out, so trusting the wiki may or may not be a bad idea, but yeah. Alright, and there it is. That's my fake out Togedemaru, and now we're done. The whole team is done. That's what you think, but there's also one last step that you guys need to do, and it's not too big of a step sometimes, but it can be beneficial, is to max out the PP on all these Pokemon, so you don't lose the fatigue wall. And also there's this Dynamax level. You can feed it Dynamax candy that you get from max raid battles to make sure that you have the highest, tankiest max Dynamax Pokemon out at that time. So that's what I recommend to do, but I'm not too sure on my team yet, so I'm going to test out my team first, and then I'll Dynamax candy these guys up when I know what Pokemon I usually Dynamax. For you guys, it'd be up to you guys. You can't go wrong with Dynamaxing Dynamax candying every single Pokemon, but it's a lot of resources to sink in. So like some of those supports might not need it, such as Togedemaru, but we'll see if I ever Dynamax him in battle. And anyway, that's how to efficiently and quickly breed a team to competitive viability. Hopefully in this video I explained how to quickly and efficiently breed some competitively viable Pokemon, and hopefully you take some tips from this, and remember to keep AFK farming and battling. Oh, I almost forgot. So this is also how you set up your team for battle. You just press X twice until you get to the right side, and you can just set your team up like this. Register. Also, there is actually quite a strategy to where you place these Pokemon as well. So obviously you should spread them out so people don't think you're gonna open with a certain Pokemon or whatnot. Just spread them out and they'll be confused AF. Like that. I don't know. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to change the team name. Or do I have enough? Oh no. Semi-Exodia. Damn, that sucks. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Peace out.